I shall come at once, Arisen. That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
What to do, what to do.
A customer, then. That changes things.
Me? I sell diff. Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't. You dare try to take.
Many thanks.
Looking for aught in particular?
must needs have our big head soup.
Not much has changed since I was a girl.
Something.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
Another day of work. It's a welcome sight.
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
Right you are. This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Looking to apprentice?
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
Oh, could use a rest.
Not to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Ought not hang about while hammers are being swung.
I've got to focus.
Well, some days ago, a fiend attacked Empress Nadinia during her supplications. Her Majesty was unharmed, but the would-be assassin fled, gifting me a wounded arm in the process. He may seek to strike again, yet I fear I am not fit to guard the Empress as I am. And so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch this villain in my stead? My deepest thanks. Her Majesty will next begin her supplications in Flamebearer Palace. I would use this opportunity to lure her assassin from the shadows. Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen. I trust you understand the gravity of this task.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Suppose I'm tired this morning. Barely slept a wink.
Hope today's halls are plentiful.
Where was I headed?
How can I get this colour to come out?
Here if you know what about.
Cleaning before I'm too tired?
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Hear this. Last week, I passed along the Alta Batal coast. And what did I find but the most gorgeous shards? Like drops of azure plucked from the sky. Took a few home, I did. Then, as I boasted of my finds at the tavern, a man from the Forbidden Magic Research Lab came up and asked to buy them. I threw out a price. Figured I'd see where we stand and all. Only for him to double it on the spot. Seems the shards are treasures that washed up from the sea floor on occasion. Here's hoping I'll find a few more.
This looks as good a place as any.
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
You seem well.
Have you need of me?
What do you want with me, eh?
Got all you want me to give colour to? You seem well.
Let me alone, will ye? I'm a busy woman.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Not much going on.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen. You must ensure Her Majesty is not harmed during her supplications in Flamebearer Palace.
This place is too comfortable.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle. Days like this make me glad to be.
You're worrying. You aren't living, I say.
It's worrying.
Interested in my wares?
I hope I acquitted myself well today.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering. We shall remain here.
And who might?
Sir Arisen, you've come just in time. Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in apprehending the brigand who would threaten Her Majesty's life.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome. Without our Empress to guide us, Batal has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Indeed, we are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you espy him. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not reckless in your decision, lest you apprehend the innocent. Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard her with your life, should it come to that.
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
My legs are as lead.
What brings you here?
What's your problem?
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon. We ask that Batal may e'er prosper. And we ask that a day may come when Beastren, human, Pawn, and every other noble race that walks our world may live in harmony with one another.
There used to be an apothecary hereabout.
Sir Arisen, Her Majesty's supplications are nearing their end. Have you located the rogue?
I'm dead on my feet.
Aught's
But I've
changed at
much to
sea.
do yet.
I feel it in my bones.
Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
Suppose you're all right.
The current Empress may be young, but she's possessed of a
May thine hallowed fire burn through us, and cleanse our souls of all that is base and wicked. We swear fealty unto thee, originator of warmth, prosperity, and shelter, and ask naught but thy blessing in return for our devotion.
Seize the rogue the moment you espy him. I shall pray for your success.
Ought you needing me?
Her Majesty's supplications are... Could it be that the rogue has not come?
This looks as good a place as any. In my line of business, patience is key.
Seize the rogue the moment you espy him.
No more!
So that's our brigand, eh? Hold fast to your captive, Sir Arisen. No!
Your Majesty, how could this have happened? We must staunch the bleeding and capture the fiend who did this. Forgive me, Your Majesty. I have...
The Empress is fallen.
Such a dreadful thing.
To think, even with the events of this day threatening. However, O Empress.
The Empress is...
And who might?
Sir Arisen, Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you...
Well met.
Indeed. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our... We would, however, prefer that this affair... Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment.
O lambent flame, we offer...
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
I got nothing...
Good day, sir.
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon. We ask that Batal may e'er prosper. And we ask that a day may come when Beastren, human, pawn, and every other noble race that walks our...
'Tis my duty to hear the people's concerns.
Sir Arisen, Her Majesty's supplications are nearing their end. Have you located the rogue?
Both mind and body must be pure for prayers to count.
Well, this is no good. I can't let myself get distracted. I must stand firm. So that's our brigand, eh? Hold fast to your captive, Sir Arisen. No!
Your Majesty, how could this have happened? We must staunch the bleeding. Forgive me, Your Majesty.
The Empress.
Such a dreadful thing.
To think, even with the events of this day, nay. However, O Empress.
The Empress is...
Go on.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
'Twould allow us to save our strength. Assuming we are not attacked, that is.
We shall await you here, Master.
And who might?
Sir Arisen, you've come just in time. Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome. Without our Empress to guide us, Batal has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Indeed. We are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you espy him. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that...
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
This won't do.
I've got to make room for my next shipment.
Hope today's hauls are plentiful.
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon.
Who are ye supposed to be? Fie. Are they onto me? Ah, sod it!
Apprehend him at once. That man there is the assassin. Nicely done, Sir Arisen. Let us inform Sir Ermhild of what has transpired.
Oh, Your Majesty. Full glad am I to see you unharmed.
The brigand has been captured. The chaos of the past few days ought to be behind us now. We owe this outcome to you, Sir Arisen. You cannot know the depth of my gratitude.
Ah, yes, of course. Batal is in your debt, Sir Arisen. The same is true of you, Sir Manella. Your efforts were most admirable, considering your wound. Now that a measure of peace is returned to us, however, you ought to devote yourself to convalescence for a time. You may. The curative hot springs on Volcanic Island are said to be wondrous for healing. Go there to recuperate.
Very well, my lady. I shall leave presently, and return when I am fully recovered.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen.
I must
The
find
heavens will surely heed our
All we can do is continue our supplications. Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen. But we ought not to be so disparaging ourselves.
It isn't cracked. This place never fails to calm my spirit. It is my duty to devote my life to prayer.
Have you need of me?
Perhaps this theorem will provide some insight. We scholars must gird ourselves with knowledge.
What was the missive that just arrived?
Oh, you know. The usual. From Vermont, bound straight for the archives. Not to be opened.
Another one? What is the director up to? Well, never mind that. Did we get any other deliveries today, perchance?
Surely you're not expecting another one of your love letters. Why, just the other day, you were warned not to use this address for personal correspondences. You really mustn't be so imprudent. Need I remind you that if word of our activities here was to get out, we could be shut down.
Yes, yes, I'm well aware of that, thank you. Now come, enough gossiping. We've work to be getting on with.
Some of us get complacent.
I'll not have you interfering with my work. All's going dark.
We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
Who are you supposed to be then, eh? Quit staring. Wait, you're one of the ones that came crawling into our hideout. Yeah, ain't funny really. But seeing you's reminding me of that bleeding runt's face. I'm talking about Hugo, of course. Didn't you hear him sobbing as we left? Lanzo, why? Boo-hoo! Bet he's still crying over it, eh? Like a babe without its mum. course, Lanzo's already forgotten about the poor sod. Was right glad to be rid of him, truth be told.
That blackguard. Oh, it tells me there's more to his tale. Not sure I can stomach it, mind.
Greetings, sir. You hear about the whelp, I presume? Aye, I've not forgotten our arrangement, but I'm afraid things aren't going as smoothly as I'd hoped. It's my superiors, you see. They understand that there are some extenuating circumstances, but the lad's still a thief. They're not convinced he should be released so soon. Normally, I'd let the matter lie, but methinks I could find the courage to try again with only a little motivation. What say you, sir? Have you any words of encouragement for me? Aye, that's just what I needed to hear. I'll see about securing the lad's release anon. You really must care for the whelp to go so far for him. Let's hope he's worth it, eh?
Ugh. Hugo's been following Lanzo around ever since he was a kid. Wouldn't quit it neither, even when it got him a beating. Still, there's a use for whelps like him. Guards aren't like to throw a brat in jail for pocketing a few trinkets, eh? They can earn their own living that way. When one shop starts getting suspicious, they just move on to another. Easy pickings for a kid. And having a few whelps along makes setting up in a new town a trice. The guards don't suspect a thing. But Hugo had gotten too big for that, see? We'd run out of uses for him. Well, save throwing him to the dogs, so as we could make our escape. Hard to believe the lad never figured out we was using him. Real loggerhead, that one. Did he ever tell you his story? About how his parents were killed by brigands or some such? Couldn't be more obvious who that was, eh? Ah, his mum was a comely lass. Don't remember a thing about his da. We roughed them up, had a bit of fun. Emptied their purses and the like. Lanzo slit their throats himself. 'Twas hard not to laugh, watching daft little Hugo grow up, hanging off Lanzo's bootstraps and never questioning a damn thing. We've a new hideout now, over on the ancient battleground. Aye, I ain't afraid to tell you that. I might owe Lanzo a favour or two, but not enough to rot in here for him. In fact, why don't you go pay him a visit, eh? Ain't right that I'm the only one in this hole.
What do you want now? What? He said... What? That can't be right. But... if he did that to me... then what about all those kids? He can't have killed all their parents too. Can he? No. Tell me it's all a lie, damn you!
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
Far from comfortable.
Got to focus. My head will roll if force goes awry.
Aught you need of me?
Why is Vermin funding our research? What do they have to gain from it? I don't know. Truth be told, I've ne'er asked. But I heard a rumor that 'tis all part of a plot to put the prince, though I suppose he's the regent kin o'er there, on the throne.
What? Where did he hear that rubbish? How's what we're doing here bear any relation to a scheme like that?
'Tis only what I heard, but you're quite right. It doesn't make much sense. I suppose 'tis a rumor best ignored, after all.
I do wonder what the director's plotting, but... frankly, as long as Batal is left out of it, I don't rightly care what he gets up to.
At last, the puzzle begins to...
I must needs have poise. Mean comes for aught.
Anyone
Should I trace life to its source, what might... I find?
No, this is all wrong. What use are pitiful fragments such as these? What we have achieved is sufficient to sway the pawns. But when the time comes to fell the dragon, I fear it may not be enough. Lord Phasus insists we shall succeed, and yet... A new hand, are you? Have you some business with me? Why? 'Tis an Arisen's. This is incredible. I've never seen such a luster. But why do you possess such a thing? Where did you obtain it? No, never mind. 'Tis of no consequence. All that matters is this. With this alone, I shall be able to craft a superior godsway, the finest of all created to date. I must make haste that I might deliver it to Lord Phasis even a moment sooner. But wait, no. I have not the worm's life crystals to restore it. Confound it all! Oh, don't be ridiculous. Do you even understand what you're offering? Worm's life crystals can only be obtained from drakes. But I suppose I am in no position to decline, even if 'tis a fool's errand. Lord Phasis is satisfied with the God's way as 'tis, you see. And as I can expect no support from him, you can expect little aid from me. Though I suppose 'twouldn't do to send you away entirely empty-handed. Feel free to take what you require from the laboratory. Now, as I've said, worm's life crystals can only be obtained from drakes and their ilk. Seek one out and fell it, if 'tis within your power. All the better if it happens to be a lesser dragon. You would be solving two of my problems then. You've returned. Have you obtained any worm's life crystals? You have. Incredible! That is no small feat. I must admit, I had not thought you much chance of success. Yet here you are. And this is precisely what I require to complete my work. I shan't delay. Come by again tomorrow. By then, I will have produced a godsway of unparalleled quality.
Most intriguing. We scholars must gird ourselves with knowledge.
So tired.
This place ne'er fails to calm my spirit.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
This bodes ill.
My body's not fit for last night's scuff. That's not at the expense.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
Didn't have to work to earn my bread. Interested in my wares?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.